welcome to video number 1 for the Scrappy Sweater Crochet-A-Long. You're seeing day 1 and day 2 on this because I have recorded both, but today is the first video and we will be doing for me I use brown, but you can use whatever color you'd like, the neckline for the Scrappy Sweater Crochet-A-Long. It is a half double crochet foundation chain that we create corners with additional chains to create kind of the neckline, often referred to as a top-down method or the raglan method, but that is what we are going to be using. So just another little review. I talked about it a little bit on my intro video and on my reel on my Instagram page, but what we're going to be doing is a different stitch every couple days, at least one a week. I'd like to do 2 a week, but I don't know how realistic that will be. This is the initial neckline, and then our first stitch, which will be the next video. Hopefully, I've recorded it. I have to edit and do the voiceover and everything still. Will hopefully be mid next week. Will be the linen moss seed stitch. It's named a lot of different things, but I kind of wanted to quickly just go over, you are going to be making these to whatever size you want. So in this video, hear me refer to like desired length. So for example, for this, like this is for me, I made the neckline as wide as I needed it and then as deep as I needed it to go, like over my shoulder. So if you're making it for yourself, it's pretty easy to just like kind of measure on you. And then as we add to this and go around and around, you don't necessarily have to do the same number of rounds as I am doing with each stitch. I'll reiterate this probably in each video, but obviously if you're taller or shorter or have a different build, you might need more or less rounds or stitches in each section. So that's totally up to you, but I will be showing you how to do the stitch in the round. And then again, it's up to you if you want to do just 2 rounds of the stitch, or if you want to do 5, or it's kind of on you how you'd like to like design it. I'll always tell you how many rounds I end up doing. You can match it to me, but again, depending on what size sweater you're making, it might be a little bit different. So this is my first crochet along, and I just started this YouTube channel, so bear with me. I am doing the best I can. It's going to be a learning process. I appreciate all feedback, so if there's something you think I could do better or any suggestions, please be sure to comment, or you can message me directly on my Instagram, Facebook page, whatever. I am looking to get better and grow, and I want to do what you guys need or want from these videos. So yeah, so I hope you follow along with this crochet along, and here is part 1 for the neckline.
So we are going to start by tying a slip knot, and then we will be doing a half double crochet foundation chain. So you'll insert your hook into your slip knot, pull it tight, and we are going to start by chaining 2. So chain 1 and chain 2. So for the half double crochet foundation chain, you are going to start like you would for half double crochet and yarn over, and then you're going to insert your hook into that first initial chain and pull loop through. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through that first loop on your hook, and you'll still have 3 loops on your hook, and you'll pull through all 3. So you have your 2 parts. You'll have your chain and your half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the previous chain, pull through 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. So yarn over, insert hook into the previous chain, yarn over, pull a loop through, yarn over, pull through 1 loop. That's your chain, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. That's your half double crochet. So I'm going to do a couple more of these and then show you what it looks like. So bear with me. So here's what a couple of those stitches look like. You can see the chain along the bottom and then the half double crochets along the top. We are going to repeat this half double crochet foundation chain until we reach our desired width of the neck of our sweater. So I'm going to show you what that looks like for me. Depending on what size you're crocheting, it'd be different for everyone. So for me, here's what it looks like, a little bit wider than my neck, and then we're going to do the change of direction. So for the change of direction, you're going to start as you would, so yarn over, insert hook into the previous chain, and pull a loop through so that you have 3 loops on your hook. Now instead of just chaining 1 on that first loop, we're going to chain 2. So chain 1, chain 2, and then do your half double crochet and pull through all 3. And that will be one of our change in directions to create the neckline for our sweater. So you're going to see that this is going to start going up instead of like to the side, so be perpendicular. And then you're just going to go back to your regular half double crochet foundation chain that we did earlier in this video. So yarn over, insert hook into the previous chain, yarn over, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through all 3. I'm going a little fast here, so if you need it slowed down again, just go back to the original. So you can see here with the change of direction, you can see that it's creating that corner for you for the neckline. And that's going to create the part that goes over your shoulder that I'm showing you here. So you're going to keep doing that half double crochet foundation chain until you get to the length you'd like for the back part. The length of this will be different depending on who you're making the sweater for. And now we're going to do another change in direction. So again, yarn over, insert hook into the previous chain, pull a loop through, and we're going to again chain 2 instead of chaining 1. So chain 1, chain 2, and then do your half double crochet. And then go back to doing your half double crochet foundation stitch. So yarn over, insert hook, chain 1, half double crochet, yarn over, insert hook, chain 1, half double crochet. And this will be the same length as your first section. So if you need to go back and count how many chains that was, we do want to make sure it creates a square. So I'm just laying it out for you so you can see it coming into shape. So you're going to want to count the chains along this first edge that you created, and then make sure you do that same length on this edge. So we're just going to skip ahead to that final change in direction. So again, we are chaining 2 on that first loop instead of chaining 1. So chain 1, chain 2, and then half double crochet. And then we'll go back to that foundation stitch. So yarn over, insert hook, pull loop through, chain 1, half double crochet. Again, if you need it slowed down again, return to the beginning of this video and I take it a little slower. So laying it out for you again so we can see this neckline coming into shape with the direction changes. And again, you want this final side to be the same length as your second change of direction. So make sure it creates a square. So count those chains along the bottom and you want that to match for the top. So here we are. I have finished all 4 sides of my neckline, and now I just need to join it. So to join, we are going to yarn over, insert hook into the previous chain, and pull a loop through, and we're going to chain 2 like we would for the other direction changes, but we're not going to pull through all 3 for the half double crochet yet. We're going to take that initial corner, insert it into that first chain, and then pull a loop through that and all 3 loops on your hook. So pull it through all 3, so you have 1 loop on your hook, and then to finish joining, you just want to insert your hook into that top of that first stitch and do a slip stitch, and that will join your neckline. Depending on your tension, you might need to pull on that final join stitch so that it's not too tight. But yeah, this is our finished neckline. You can see the 4 corners that create the neckline, and to double check things, you want to make sure that the opposite sides have the same number of stitches, and then to finish we just cut and then weave in our end. So I'm just going to show you weaving in my end. I go through the top of the next stitch, pull the end through, and then find another spot in that stitch to pull it through. And you just want to weave it in so it doesn't come out, and then you'll cut off the excess. So yeah, if you have any questions, please be sure to comment below, and keep your eyes peeled for mid to end of next week for our first stitch. Again, any questions, drop them below or shoot me a message on Instagram. But here is what that finished neckline looks like for me. Throw it over my head. I'm already thinking once I finish this sweater, I might add some ribbing or something to this neckline, depending on how it looks when it's finished, but we can do that at the end. Thanks for following along.